Be in this boy. Peace and love, everyone.
Peace and love.
Welcome. Peace and
Shalom.
love. Welcome to the Collab and Grow with the Queen. I'm so excited to have you all here. And this is a special live interview where we're going to be diving into 22 questions, interview style. The first things first, I want to give you a big welcome to our amazing guest, Fatimah of Ghana, Africa Bound. How are you doing today?
Sis, I'm doing very well. I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I am just honored. I am so honored.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you're here too. I'm glad you came on today. So, of course, shout out to everyone watching. Thank you if you're watching now or on the replay. And thank you for being here. Now, make sure you drop your questions in the chat if you have any. Engage with each other because this is a collab and grow amongst us all. So let's do that. And then let's not waste any more time and jump right on in.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, first off, our first question is going to be, what motivated you to start a YouTube channel? We know that you've been on the YouTube, and then tell me how long you've been on YouTube.
Really, probably approaching maybe a year, or maybe not quite a year, but I started building in Ghana, Africa, and of course, I had seen other YouTubers who were building in Ghana, and they were, they had their YouTube channel and they were showing their build, and I was very much attracted to doing the same thing.
Okay. All right. So since you brought up Ghana, let's talk a little bit about that. All right. So what motivated you so you built your YouTube channel to create a place to display your build, to share your build. Now, in conjunction to that, what motivated you to want to build in Ghana?
What motivated me? Great question, sis. I learned back in January of 2024 about an initiative of returning to Ghana. That the government, the president at that time, back in 2019, mind you, I did not learn about this until 2024, had invited people, Africans of African ascent from all over the world to come back to Ghana. And they had set aside land for everyone and they were calling it free land. But it's not free in the terms of there's no money associated with it, but it was free, set aside for, we're called diasporans, to come back and build in Ghana, come back home, come back to the motherland. So I learned about this in, like I say, January of 2024. I looked at a show and it showed our different Congress people, even Kamala Harris and other ones had gone over, and I knew that this was legit. It was a legit. At the time, it had celebrated 400 years to the date that the first slave ships had arrived on the coast of Virginia. So that was like in commencing that, as far as trying to how can I say it, resolve what Ghana's role had been in the slave trade. Ghana was a gateway for all of our colonizers. They landed there. That was the last place they helped to capture us and send our ancestors away. So they were just trying to make amends in a small way for what they had done, with the slave trade. But with all that aside, I started looking at other YouTubers who had already bought land and was building. And I ran across brother Otto Wright. And I really liked his channel. He was actually helping people get their papers and, buy land. but it turned out it wasn't in the area where the so-called free land was. It was another town next to it. But either way, I bought 2 plots through him, and the rest is history. So
Wow. So you bought
and
land over there.
I
Mhm.
bought land over there. Mind you, I found out about this in January of 2024. I contacted him in January of 2024. I sent him my money the same month. So sight unseen, have not been there on the continent. And but I knew that he was telling the truth. I knew because there were other people who had already bought through him. And so, but I did not or do not feel like I had to go to the continent um to purchase the land to see anything. My spirit was already there. I always knew that I was going to live in Africa.
Wow. That when I tell you that's amazing. When I found out, I'm just gonna share this part with you. When I found out that you had never been there, I was like, and she just did it.
She
I
does
that's
that,
when
right?
that's when you know though. That's when you
Yeah,
know. So I am so happy for you. You know I'm ready to join you, right?
yeah.
I'm ready to
And
get on over
that
there
being said,
myself.
is, with that being said, I have had others to say, well, what if it's a scam? And I told them, well, if this turns out to be a scam, which we know now it's not, of course, it's okay. I will find the next person who will be real. That's how real I was about it. I wouldn't shed a tear. I'll move on to the next one. I'm getting there, okay? So,
Exactly, exactly. And you know what? You got to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself out there, especially for something that you want. If
right,
you do too much research, you might miss the mark. You
right.
know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
don't jump on something right away, you might miss the mark. And you did the right thing because I heard you got a good deal.
I got a good deal, and I just saw where the land has increased in price. So, and it's going to continue because people are building. People are really building now, and you've got to um, get in now. That's all I can say because the prices are going to continue to increase.
For
You know,
sure. Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, because the more it gets popular, the more it's going to be. All right.
Right.
So, now I'm going to ask you this.
Okay.
If your future home in Ghana could speak, what do you
Okay.
think it will say about your journey so far?
So far, it would say, "Well done, sis. Just keep on doing, keep on sending that money, keep on buying cement. I am coming to into fruition. Just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it." So yeah.
Wow, absolutely. Okay. All right. Now, when let's see. Okay, so you wake up one morning and your
Hmm.
dream home in Ghana is magically complete. What is the
Okay.
first thing you're going to do?
I wake up one morning and it's complete. Since I'm running around it, I'm rolling in the dirt. Well, I'm gonna do that anyways when I get on the continent. I'm gonna have on white and I'm gonna roll around in that dirt and I'm just gonna connect with the earth. Do you hear me? I'm just not gonna be one of those calm ones and oh, I'm finally here. I have waited for this all of my life. No, no, I'm gonna act a fool. I'm
I
gonna act
see.
a
I
fool.
hear you.
First, I'm first gonna give praise because I know that there was something inside of me that drew me there. And I always describe it, sis, and my husband just laughed every time I say. I said there's just a humming going on, just a constant low humming, just leading me there. Just every day, every breath, every thought, everything is just leading me there. So but
Wow.
if I wake up, sis, I will just run around and just say, "We did it, we did it, we did it." And
Oh,
it's absolutely what I want for everyone. I believe that I'm onto something. I really believe that we can go there, we can build, we can live in peace, and we do not have to worry about the grind. I think that, a matter of fact, I know that it can be done and it can be a easier, the pace of life that we were meant to have.
absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
want to just go and go show it, and hopefully others will follow,
Right. They'll know that it's real. I mean, once the people see that you over there, and once they know who you are, they'll be like,
Right.
oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, for
remember her. Yeah, she was doing all that talk. Yeah. Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I was watching one of your videos from
Okay.
way back, probably about 7 months ago,
Okay.
and you were out on your land there where you are, and you had a shed, and you was like, I need to sell this shed, get rid of this stuff in this shed because I need to get ready to go. And you said that your time frame was about 2 years. Is that
Right.
still your time frame today?
It's not. I just can't wait any longer. August is my time frame. That's like what in a couple
Wow.
5 months. I just can't wait any longer. I'm sorry. I just can't. If I'm living in a hotel there, I will be there. I want to be there to oversee the rest of the process of the smaller home that's in a genome. So I'm I'm waking up every day. It's not like I'm going to a job here in the United States. So I can still wake up over there, right? And the cost
Right.
for a to rent a home sometimes it's only like for a year, sis, it's only like $2,500 for 1 year. So, the rent is quite cheap. But actually I plan to the little shed that I have on the property right there. It's big enough for me. I'm one person. I can convert that into a small little house. All I need is a toilet, all I need is a sink, all I need is my bed there. So that $2,500, I will invest it into finishing up building that house over there. That puts me there.
Wow.
I can wake up on the property every day. I can take video of the process that's happening, the progress that's happening. So walk
Oh, wow.
around my land. I've already had a area dug out for a pond. So as it rains now, it's going to be filling up my pond. You know how I do.
I
So
do know how you do.
I can. You asked about it. No, 2 years. No, I just can't wait any longer. I'm not
No,
gonna get everything finalized here. My husband will still be here handling things, but I'm just ready to go. I'm
you
just
ready
ready
to
to
go.
go. So
Hey,
I've got
sometimes when it's time to go, it's time to
it's
go.
time to go. It's time to just stop talking and do the walk. So
Right. My personal trainer used to tell me, don't talk about it, be about it. So
there you go. There you go.
So I'm with that. I'm with that 100%. Okay, so let's get on to the next question because this is exciting right here. I love that these answers I'm getting. And everybody continue to put your questions in there. We're going to tap into those. Thank you for joining the live. All of you that are not tapped into for Fatima's channel, Ghana Africa Bond, go check it out. If it's something you'd like, make sure you connect with her. She got some insight, as you see, for some things that is beyond what we ever thought that probably was imaginable, but definitely check her out. All right, so let's see here. Now, what's a life lesson you've learned the hard way and you wish you would have known sooner?
A life lesson that I have learned the hard way is that for me, like I've told you, is that I am an introvert. I'm very um, just quiet. I internalize everything. I know when you see me on internet, I'm talking, but that's not me. I have zero friends, and I've just learned that the hard way is that it's okay. I wish I'd have shared myself more. I wish I've learned the hard way that it would have been okay to share myself more, not to be so recluse, you know.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a great answer. I mean, I definitely knew from your videos. Again, I went back, I watched some videos, and you
Yeah,
were talking about that you were introvert. Matter of fact, the very first video where you said, "I'm showing my face because people think that I'm not real because I'm only showing footage." Well, I am a
yeah,
real person, and this is probably the last time you see my face.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
"Oh my, oh, we
yeah.
see your face every day."
Right,
So
right.
that was
I
not
just have
true.
to. Mhm. But yeah, that's definitely a life lesson. I wish that I had shared myself a little bit more because I'm really not that strange and weird. I'm really not. It's just that sometimes you go through different traumas in life that causes us to go inward rather than outward. And I always say, just never judge a book by its cover. You just never know. You never know the things that people have gone through that cause them to carry themselves in certain ways. You know,
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You don't know their background.
right?
So with that,
But
so
YouTube
talking
has
about,
that. I'm
oh, go
sorry.
ahead. I'm sorry.
YouTube has helped me with that. So
Absolutely. Now, speaking of YouTube, speaking of all the things you have going on now as it pertains to how you are on YouTube today,
okay.
what? So you're first of all, congratulations! You made it to 1,000 subscribers. Everybody put it up for Fatima for making it to 1,000 subscribers. Now that you've
Thank
made it to 1,000 subscribers, you've been getting really creative. Tell me a
right.
little bit about the exercise portion of what you do on YouTube. You actually get out there, you're in nature every day. Was this a practice prior to you putting it onto YouTube?
It was, but like I said, I had slacked off over the holiday season, maybe starting back probably even prior to that when I lost my mom. I kind of stopped. She passed away back in May. I stopped exercising and really just kind of only did the walking, but not the true exercising like I was doing. I started eating more, um, and it was probably related to grief. And
Mm-hmm.
grief still is here today, but I smile through it. So, but yeah, I used to be like, because my mother, prior to death, probably the last 2 years, I've had to just literally pick her up, lift her up. She could not walk. She was completely bedbound. So I was exercising for strength. I was trying, just to stay fit and strong because, if a person weighs 140, 150, that's a lot of weight to lift up and, put into bed, put into wheelchair, do this, do that. So, but like I told you, the YouTube channel was supposed to be about the Ghana build. I had to get creative because of the downtime of the build, meaning there's nothing happening. There's no videos to show. What better to show is me exercising. I love, I'm an introvert. I'm at home. I very seldom leave. I very seldom have to go anywhere, very few appointments. So I had to say, okay, what do I do? What do I like? I like to watch the cars go by. I like to hear the birds. I like nature. So just trying to keep the YouTube channel up, keep people interested, because ultimately, Queen, my goal is somebody for my channel to resonate with. When she gets to Ghana, I want to go. I want to stay in contact with that sister right there. I know she will be one of the ones that's going to tell me the truth, that's not going to lead me astray, that type of thing. So that's ultimately what I want for the channel. I hope I
Yes.
answered your question.
You did. You did. You did.
Okay.
You did. You did.
But yes, exercise was definitely part of my routine, and I'm just sharing it with you all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and I know that in that process of you trying to find something to fill that gap,
Mhm.
you have become the MVP of
Oh,
other YouTube creators on
yeah,
here on YouTube. So, chat, if you don't know this about her, she is a MVP. She's a promoter. She promotes channels. She
thank
holds house parties. Tell us
yeah,
about what made you want to support others. As a matter of fact, before you answer that, I saw another video where you said way back, and you said, connect with me in the comments because I will come and I will take out look at your channels too. And that
hmm
was a long time ago before you even decided to do what you're doing now. So
that's
what
right.
made you want to push this out even more to this extent that you do it?
To the extent that I do it is because it just seems like YouTube is just so hard, that it's just so hard for people to get to monetization, that for so hard for people to get a crowd behind them, truly have a crowd behind them. And I wanted to make sure that I'm behind all of my subscribers. And I wanted to, but now knowing YouTube's guidelines about you can't purposely, have a group of people to do this and do that. I realize now that that's a subject you have to tread very lightly on. But my motivation is just, if I'm with you, I'm with you, sis. If I'm with you 1,000%. That's just and I'm gonna try my best to be with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, in essence, your creativity, your code word house party,
The
which I
house part.
love, because I was at some parties myself last night. So,
Okay.
oh yeah, we had great house parties over there.
Right.
But but we do appreciate you. I want to tell you that right now. I definitely you can't see the chat yourself, but they're applauding you, giving you 100%. Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
So now let's look at some other things. Okay, so now we're gonna lighten it up. Now that we know what you're all about, why you do what you do, how you are, let's find out another side about you. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about YouTube, but first we're gonna talk about some other things. So
Okay.
if give me
To go.
one second, give me one second, I can get to it. Okay. So wow. I apologize, y'all. Give me a second. Oh gosh, my questions didn't come over. All right, so we're not gonna let that stop me. Okay, here we go. We're gonna just ask these questions here. All right,
Okay.
so we're gonna start with YouTube.
Mhm.
So since you gained 1,000 subscribers in just 7 months, you pretty quick. Most people still working on it. Some people been on here years. What
Okay.
do you contribute the most to your growth?
The most is I stay very engaging. I try to, if I'm subscribed to you, I try my best to go and view your channel, you know. Um, and I think that motivated people to actually subscribe back to me. Um, but what I'm seeing is, okay, I have 1,000 subscribers, but maybe I would say 50 true people that come back and watch. So I'm not really sure um why that is, because I spend a lot of time going to a lot of people's channels. So a lot of
Yeah,
time, even people who do not come back to my channel, I spend a lot of time because I'm trying to stay true to the people that if I gave you my subscription, it was because I enjoyed your content.
right,
So
right.
I wanted, I'll ask you this question. Do you would in my situation, I noticed in my situation, would you just reply back to just your subscribers who are the people who are engaging to the video, to your videos, or would you continue to try to engage with those people that you're subscribed to, that you see that are not ever coming back to you?
Okay.
Because
So,
that reason why I'm asking this, because that is my question I'm pondering now.
oh, okay. Well, I'll
Because
share with you what I do. This is how I do
okay,
mine, right? So
okay,
we basically do the same thing. I'm just not out here promoting it 100% like you. I'm not an MVP, but
right,
I do. If you come to my channel and you, basically you make a comment, whatever. That's literally I use that as my guide to where I'm going.
right.
So if I see you, I see Zoe, I see Pitts Life, I see Nunu, I see all of them. That's where I'm going.
Gonna
Now,
hit those
if I'm,
first.
you know how you get recommendations in the thing. Not everybody gets to your content, but if I get that recommendation on my page, I'm gonna go there too. I'm gonna click on those as well because I'm afraid of not giving people their click-through rate justifications, meaning that, because if it pops in front of you and you
Hmm.
scroll past it, you're impacting their click-through rate.
Right,
Right.
right,
So especially, I mean, if it's somebody who's supporting me, I'm not about to scroll past their content.
Right.
I'm gonna click on it right then at that moment. Even that's not even though I came to YouTube to do something else. I might have went there to try to look up something to go look for something else, and I'll be like, I'm always stuck on YouTube. So I'll click that. I'll click that particular person. So that's the way I go. I click that particular person that pops up in my recommended, and I also go and touch base with everybody who comments on my content, on my videos. Everybody.
Reason why I asked that is because I know that I've been told that YouTube, if you're subscribed to people and they are not engaging with you, that hurts you, because YouTube is looking at it like, we're not going to push anything else towards you or push you out there. Your subscribers are not even engaging with you.
Yeah.
So that is why I was saying I'm going to have to make a hard choice to make sure I'm engaging with the people who are actually commenting, and then work my way back out to the ones who are not commenting. Okay.
Yeah, right. I mean, and absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think that's only fair because you only have so much time. You know,
Right.
you can't dedicate.
Right now, I'm going to house parties 5 hours out of the day. 5 hours.
Right,
5
that's
hours
what
out of
I'm
the day
saying.
going to
Right,
house parties.
you're giving your attention to those who show up for you, and then in return, and the reason they're showing up for you is because you probably showed up for them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a back and forth anyway. Majority of the people that's on mine are the same people all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like, I get my new subscribers, then they tap in, right? And some of those I don't even think are content creators per se, because they don't have numbers, they don't have things. So I think that's a whole different ball game. So
right. But what has been tying up my time is I'm going to, like I say, people I know that I'm subscribed to, and they're not coming back over here, and that is limiting the time that I can be with the people who are with me. You got me? So I have to make that decision. I've got to roll with the ones who are commenting, and I know they're interacting with me. Because other than that, I'm running myself in the ground, literally.
yeah. Yeah, and I'm always say this, and I always say this when it comes down to it, majority of us who are we talking about are other content creators. And if anybody should understand, as a content creator, first of all, you got to create your own content.
Right.
Then you probably have all of this other outside noise. It's just not YouTube and you and the other content creators you're supporting. It's you, YouTube, it's the outside world, it's your everyday living.
That's right.
You have to support. I just broke down 24 hours the other day. You get what I'm saying? Where it's not enough time in a day. So do you want me to now also, because I didn't come over to your place, for the party? I didn't come over to a party at your place. You kind of got a problem like, oh, you could go over there, but you can't go over here. Well, no, I can't go, right? I can't go everywhere. But at the same time, we all should know as content creators, it's not just charge it to the game. It's not anything to do with you as an individual. It's not that I'm favoring one over the other. It's just that the people I interact with the most are the people who come through my feed. You get what I'm saying? That's who you're going to see come through. I see you. I see Honey Lover Friend. I see, you get what I'm saying? I see those that come through that I'm always looking at their content because that's what YouTube is saying. Oh, she watches your content. I'm going to send it to her. Oh, she watches your videos. I'm going to send it to her. That's how it happens. The algorithm works like that. And like you said, you get these new people who subscribe to you, but if they are actually getting a feed or a recommendation of your information and they scroll past it, YouTube says, dang, your subscribers don't even want to watch your content.
Right.
Well, why should I do it to anybody else? Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have to truly, as content creators, all of us that, majority of this feed probably is content creators on here. Definitely know that because we don't show up every day or we don't show up sometimes because we have things, lives. Some of us have children and a husband and the household and in the 9 to 5, we go on the plantation. We got a whole lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? So we have to be considerate of that. I mean, even in today, I push my day to the hilt. But this interview is not about me; it's about you. So we're gonna keep going in that direction. All right.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh no, I said let's go. I'm ready.
All right, all right, all right. Then, all right. So, have you ever posted a video that didn't perform well, but had deep meaning for you? And what was it about?
Okay. It doesn't seem like any of my videos does that well, to be honest with you. The lives have been going okay, but it seems like I do not get that many views, Queen. What I put out, I want people to watch. So, um, I just don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm one that comes to mind for me that I thought, but I don't know, why it didn't. I thought it was a great video. The Dream.
Oh,
You didn't think that should have performed better than it should have. I don't know how it performed. I'm just asking. Did you
well,
think
I
that was one that was?
thought that would have been really profound. I thought it would have touched more people, but I'm just not reaching that crowd. I'm not, you know.
Okay.
But
Now being a YouTube creator and saying that you don't feel like you're reaching enough people, even though you have 1,000 subscribers and
right,
you put out content every day, and
yeah,
now even more consistently than you did previously. You did every day, right? You started doing every day, and
right,
then you started going live more than one time a day.
right.
Because you're doing better, like you said, with your lives than you are with the actual content that you put out. So
Right.
have you ever, you think about it, your content is that you put out is geared towards a particular audience.
Right.
So if you were YouTube, so this is the question. So if you were YouTube
Hmm.
and your content came across your table, where would you promote it to? Who would be your audience that this would go out to?
Well, right now, the audience, well, honestly, right now, I feel like my content is not the content that I really want for YouTube. The content I really want to be pushing is my build in Ghana, my moving to Ghana. I feel like that is truly my platform. And I think that when I have more to offer on that subject, then I'm going to actually see everything fall into place in alignment. Um, with that said, right now I'm pretty much pushing shout out videos. So that's going to go to the people who I'm shouting out. I'm trying to push the hashtag Unite Here. I'm hoping that that's going to small content creators unite here. I'm hoping that that's going to pull people over here, and then they will see what I'm about my house parties. But ultimately, um, and that's one of the reasons why I can't wait to get to Ghana. When I can promote that here I am, show videos every day of the house bill going on, show different other things and visions that I have, then I'm going to truly find the crowd that I want. So I hope you understand that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Theo just joined the live. Welcome,
Hi,
Theo. I know that's I know that's Fatima's YouTube nephew.
that's my
Um,
YouTube.
yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, Theo. And welcome everybody else in the live. Continue to put your questions in the live. I am going to get to those questions as well. We're going to have her answer those. And make sure you
So I
like the live. I'm sorry,
so
would you
sis,
have
I really believe that my YouTube channel is yet to come. Because back when I was doing the build and showing those, if you could see, I got more views because people are here for that. So as soon as I can get back and have more material on that, guys, I feel like that's truly where my YouTube success lies.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so now let's talk about, because we know that your true, like you said, your true content is really about Ghana more than
Right.
anything. So
Right.
um let me ask you these questions because Ghana seems to be our center, so let's stick with it. Would
Okay.
you rather live completely off the grid in Ghana or have all modern conveniences but never be able to visit nature?
Okay. Um, Off the grid sounds really nice. It sounds really nice to me.
It
Um,
does.
but I think that, um, I see my home, still being connected to water, being connected to, well, I'm going to have boreholes at both homes. Um, but hopefully the house in near Cape Coast, that's going to have solar. So, solar energy and a borehole. So that's going to be pretty much off grid. Yes, that's going to be off grid. And mind you, now I am building a home in the city, but that's more for my children. I do have a daughter who's married to a Nigerian, and they want to live there. So that's pretty much more for them. And they will be helping also with
Oh,
paying for that bill. So I
that
won't
is,
be over in Africa just alone.
that is
So just
so.
know that. Just know that. But
That is,
but yeah. But yes,
so
off grid sounds great to me. Off grid and nature. I'm still going to incorporate
I
nature in Ajetum. I plan to, like I already told you, I've already had the pond dug. It's a small pond, but I'm going to be able to fish there. I plan to have some chickens, get my eggs. So yes, have a
oh,
vegetable garden.
you're
Cause
gonna have it all. You have
yes.
that. You have that pretty much now, right?
No, I don't. Well, I do a little gardening, but not as much. Since the last year, definitely not because my mother was extremely sick, so I could not. But prior to that, I did do some gardening. I do have a pond, yes, and fish a lot. So that's why I had to have a pond. They was like, you really need to dig the pond right now. Yes, I need to dig the pond right now. So yes, I have still got to be able to fish, guys. I do plan to have a small garden. I plan to just have a slow life, Once that house is built, I my garden is going to provide my food, okay? The pond is going to provide the fish that I eat, you know. Simple life, simple,
Oh yeah. Well,
simple.
speaking of fishing, sounds like
Hmm.
that's one of your favorite pastimes because
It is.
watching you on the lives, you're fishing and you're cooking dinner from your pond. That's awesome. That's awesome. You catch your meal, get in the kitchen and fixing it up. That is
Yes.
awesome. I found my light questions, so we're gonna go into the light questions, okay? Because I
Okay.
just have a little fun with this.
Okay.
Not that we don't want to talk about Ghana because we love talking about Ghana. I do.
Yeah.
But if this question is about what's one random fact that you know that never fails to surprise people
One random fact about myself,
or overall.
overall.
Mhm.
I don't know. What's one random fact that I know that never fails to surprise people? I'll speak about myself. I'm a jokester. I love to pull pranks. If you are close to me, I will pull pranks on you. Call you up on the telephone with pretending that you won something. So, yes, yes, I can do different voices and make people really believe that. So,
Now
and
I'm actually a little, almost a little bit. The more I get to know you, I'm not really that shocked about that.
you're not that shocked. You're
No,
not that shocked.
not a shot.
Okay.
No. All right.
But
So
I guess I should say that because I don't get anything from anybody now. It's just that, and then I'll laugh and say, and then they'll know it's me. Okay. So only
okay.
the people I know, okay? I'm not out there scamming folks or nothing, okay?
Well, no,
But
we
that
don't
is
think,
something I
we don't
like to
think you're
do.
scamming nobody. We don't think
Yeah,
you're
look, that is something I like to do to people who I'm actually close to. And I get them every time. We'll get them every.
scamming. What's a completely useless skill you have that you're oddly proud of?
Useless. Oh goodness, skill that I have that I'm oddly proud of. What's oddly proud of?
Like,
I'm
is it something, do you have a skill that most people, I mean, that you think is a great skill, but it's maybe odd to other people?
oh that other people feel oddly
They
about.
may,
Oh
they
yeah,
might,
I
that you're proud of, but it could be odd to others.
love learning about two-stroke engines. These are like my these I fix lawnmowers. Do you hear me?
Wow.
These are my by my bedside right here. This is the kind of stuff I read, guys. Um, care and repair. Yeah, I can just keep going.
Wow, wow,
These, I think that I'm a carpenter. I can build a deck. I don't care.
wow.
Repair manuals. I'm just telling you, okay, what else I have here? Do it yourself. This is book cost me a lot of money. It was a hardback. I love to
Wow.
do stuff, but people would probably find that odd. But yeah, I can diagnose my riding lawnmower and my push mowers. No more taking those to the shop.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's odd because I'm telling you, I wouldn't have never thought that. So I'm
Yeah,
learning today. I'm learning about you. See, this is what this is about. I want everybody
yeah,
to understand this is what it's about. This is not something that you typically would know about Fatima. Like
right.
this would
You would
not
not
be a
even
thing.
that.
I mean, for what reason would she be talking about that, right? So
Yes, yes, yes,
awesome,
definitely.
awesome.
This is what I read every day. These books I read every day because I love learning about small engines and oh my goodness, don't let me have a lawnmower that I can't. I'm going to troubleshoot till I get that lawnmower working. Okay, but go. I don't rebuild engines or anything like that, but I can troubleshoot the basics.
On the other side of 50 says, laugh out loud. That's nice. Not odd, but very unique, Fatima.
Okay, thank you, thank you, sis.
All right. And all right. So if you could switch places with your past self for one day,
Okay.
which day would you choose? And would you, what would you do differently?
With my past self, I can think
Mhm.
that goes back to just being an introvert. I would be more outward. If I could just switch places back, I would just see how it would have felt to just always just being um out in the crowd and having all the friends and you know, yeah, I would love that. But after adulthood, I mean, in school, I played basketball, so therefore I had my teammates. But even then, I was still not a part of the crowd. So I've just been like that for a long time. But I would definitely, if I could switch, I would definitely experience that because then you get to this age at 53 and you don't have one friend, and not because I've been mean or anything like that. It's just that I've just chosen
Always been to yourself.
to be to myself, you know. So
Always about your family. I get it. I get it.
yeah,
I have a friend that I've had forever, and
right,
that's the seventh grade. Matter of fact, she on here right
yeah,
now. You know who it is, but I don't have But now being on YouTube, I feel like I got a big family. I'm meeting a lot of people. I mean, I'm connected. I'm vibing, so I really enjoy that. So that's an awesome thing. Um, let's see. Mm, all right. If you had to be trapped in a theme park for 24 hours,
wow.
which which park would you choose and what's the first ride you would go on?
Of course, it would have to be Six Flags over Georgia. And it would have to be the Scream Machine. Do they even still have the Scream Machine?
Girl, I know I have no idea. I ain't been to an amusement park and I couldn't tell you when.
Been there since I mean, that was back a long time ago, and that was our
Right,
riding screen machine. You know,
right.
you click, 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 let me get up there. You drop. But yeah, definitely, because that's about how my life has been going,
Well,
going, 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 going.
I think in I used to go to oh my God, Cedar Point. That's the place out in Sandusky, Ohio. That was the
Okay,
closest amusement park to where I lived. I'm from Detroit, so that's
okay,
the closest
okay.
place.
Well,
So we
ours
go there.
is
What you're talking about, like that up thing, they called it the demon
roller
drop.
coaster.
They used to call it a demon drop, where they take you up and then they drop you down, and everybody was screaming.
Yes, but ours was called the screen machine, and you just go up. Yeah,
I've been to
yeah.
Six Flags before, but I've never been on that ride before. So
Okay.
uh,
It may have a different name now, sis.
it probably too, or it's gone, one or the other.
Yeah, I hope it's
Um,
gone because it was rocking back then. You know, it was wood and it was creeping back then. So hopefully they've demolished that one and have a new thing going on now. So, but yeah, if I was trapped, but
Absolutely,
I hopefully I would be there trapped with somebody because I can't do the screen machine by myself. That was
exactly,
fun. That was
exactly.
a funny question. Thank you.
Now, Tia says you have a tribe of sisters. So Tia said
Thank
you
you. That's what I
got a tribe of
need.
Absolutely. All right. So it's fun to reminisce, fun to reminisce. Okay,
Yes.
so if you woke up tomorrow with a brand new talent or superpower, what would you want it to be?
Oh, wow. A brand new superpower, guys.
Woo! I love
Oh my
superpowers.
gosh. I just would want to have that wand to wave around everybody and everybody just be in a line headed to God. I just give me the the power to just convince, just have everybody like zombies. Let's go. We're going this way. Oh, that would be so much fun.
That's what you would do.
That's what I would do.
Y'all better watch out. She gonna have y'all going. All right.
That's that. I'm telling you, sis. That's why we all know what our shortcomings are. I don't have the personality like you, so I need you to team up with me. And they can say, okay, she's a little off and weird, but that one right there is okay. So she got to be okay if she hangs with.
Right.
So that is my thinking.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They always say that I'm like they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could talk and had the gift of gab and talk. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even know where it came from. I couldn't even tell you. It's just been me. But
it's
if
just
you Tia's not that person. So I guess opposites attract like that. So
right.
absolutely. She a talker, but she not going no. She not gonna
Okay.
she wouldn't dare do the things I do. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a couple questions from the chat. I'm gonna go back up because there was some questions that they had, and then we're gonna get back into the questions really quick.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I wish there was a way to like mark them so that it can be. Uh, come on, come on, come on. I don't want to miss nobody's question, but okay. Homebody Trish says,
Hi, homebody. Trish.
she says, how long are your daily videos?
How long are my daily videos? Um, Probably no more than 10 to 15 minutes. Now the live videos tend to stretch a little longer, but the shout out videos that I normally do are not that long.
Okay, all right. And then Rooted in Essential Oils asked,
Okay, I rooted.
who, who taught you how to fish?
My uncle. He passed away, guys. His name was Leonard. My mom's baby brother. He taught me how to fish. Well, growing up watching, I watched my grandmother fish. as a little kid, but we weren't fishing then. We just watched them. So, but when I got older, my uncle taught me how to fish. So,
Awesome.
blessings to him. Sweet, sweet soul.
And then another question from homebody Trish. She says, "Why Ghana?"
Ghana chose me. Initially, I always thought growing up that it would have been Nigeria. But like I say, when I learned about the year of the return and the land that was being offered over there, and the how the president, was giving out citizenship and just really welcoming back us Africans who had been displaced, Ghana chose me. I didn't choose Ghana. I feel like Ghana chose me. And
Wow. And
yeah,
so kind of to back up, because this was like earlier on in the yeah, so going forward, I'm going to catch the questions as they come because this is kind of backtracking, but I do know what she's speaking on.
yeah.
Homebody Trish asked another question. She got all the questions. Okay.
Okay.
She ready to do some things. All right.
Yeah.
So she says, what would be your plan for food in Ghana? Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I do have a pond because I told you all I'm very careful about where I get my fish from here on out. So the pond is going to offer me my meat. I do plan to have chickens for my eggs. I do plan to have a lot of vegetables. So yeah, that's where I planned. I plan to be very self-sufficient with my food. Then I also plan to pack several barrels of food to take over there with me. So
Okay. All right. All right. All right. And then I know you touched on the cost and things like that, but just for homebody Trish, because she has so much inquiry about it. She said she missed a few minutes and she said, did we discuss the cost? I know we talked about you was talking about you can rent over there for $2,500 a year.
right.
And then I'm not sure if she's speaking of what's the cost to like relocate and build over there. So if you
Oh,
could answer that portion
sure,
of it.
sure. So the cost, she may be asking about the land. The land that I purchased in Ajetum was like $1,200 per plot. That included what we call indentures, which is basically paperwork saying that the land is in your name. That included land clearing and demarcation, which is putting up pillars showing exactly what's your land. Okay, but those prices have gone up now, guys. So I would not want to quote that price because that's no longer the price that any longer. As far as building the house, I will once I get there after I complete the agendum build, I will share my costs with you. I'll be glad to do that. The house in Accra that's been built um, by the Gigo Production Group. You can follow that build completely on his channel, and I have given them permission to break down each step of the way, um, the complete cost. So that's the Gigo Production Group channel. It's listed under the Madam Fatima um, playlist. You can watch it from the very beginning, and you get how much it has cost me so far. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I guess everybody, did you hear that? Because they're asking more questions. How, the cost to build. I think she addressed that when she
Okay.
said that she would be. I think you addressed that when you said that you would be glad to tell them about the cost once you got over there. But the
Near
Ajetum
one.
build you said was going to be is on your playlist, correct?
Well, the cost up in Accra, the
Across.
house in
Okay.
Accra is on. Is you can visit that's the actual contractor. They are showing all the videos and breaking down the cost. That's called the Gigo Production Group. I do have a contractor who's doing that build. I don't
They're
have a
asking, can you
contract.
spell it? They're asking, can you spell it?
Yes, that's Gigo Production Group um, channel and GPG Gigo Production Group. Um, and under his playlist, it's called a Madam Fatima, and you can follow my build from beginning up until now. and he is breaking down the cost from the foundation, from buying the land to the foundation, um, to where we are, which we've already built the first floor. Now we're going to the second floor.
Oh,
Yeah, so that one is very much
I'm going to
in it.
watch that myself. So,
Yeah. Well, you can see it on my channel. I just don't break down the cost. You can actually see it as well on my channel. But
oh, okay.
definitely for those who are interested, because Accra is city. Um, but I'm hoping that our viewers will wait till I get over there. And so let me, because what I do plan, Queen, do plan to find some land where at least 50 families, we can all come over and just have our own community, put up our own gate. And I think we got at least 20 between me and you. I think we got 20 families who will participate. And they
I
may
mean,
say,
it would be
you
it would be
mean
a beautiful thing. It would be a
it'll
beautiful
be a
thing.
beautiful thing. So,
Yes.
yeah. But
I
I
mean,
first have to get over there and check with the chief. Um, you got to have a vision, have a plan to put before people. And it's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. You know. Hi, Zoe. I see Zoe. Is that Zoe Madden?
yeah, that's Zoe. Zoe said
Okay.
this is so inspiring.
Because
Zoe,
I
she already
share.
included you in the tribe already, Zoe. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the she put a whole map. She got a whole bunch of people listed down on this map. You can see that it's on one of those comments on my page. I should have screenshotted it.
Zoe is gonna have a comedy club over there. Zoe, Zoe, because you have to understand, all of us people, we're going back and we're used to things over here in America, right? We're gonna still want those things. So many opportunities are over there for people to um, build and have their business, a business that you could never have here in America. You can have over there. Look at our people. I've been showing out the Ghana people who are going over there. They don't have any architectural degrees or anything like that, but they're going over there. They're getting people who can build, and now they're helping people get land. They are actually helping people build their homes, putting up their fence walls, and having their own businesses. So the opportunity is grand, guys, for a small people. The opportunity is just really grand.
Wow.
And also the American dollar, I love to always tell you that um, the American dollar goes a long way. One American dollar is 15 of their currency, the Ghana CD, 15. So $1 equals to 15 of their, and so we got to take advantage of that. $2 is 30 of their currency. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that money stretches. It stretches, and you can do a lot with that.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's a
So
very good time to think about that move, guys.
for sure. If it definitely look into do what you got to do. If you're truly interested, it is the time because it's going to be more and more people trying to run up out of the U.S. I'm trying to tell you now. Um, Wellness with Frugal Mama says, "Put me on the map."
Okay. Okay, Fuga Mama, she can come over there with her gym. I'm just telling you, that's what I envision, at least. And I will tell you, the plots are not that big in land the way they break things up, Queen. It's like if you're lucky if you get 100 by 100 plot, you know. But usually it's I don't know, 80 by 100 or whatever. But or you can usually buy more than one plot, if you like. I mean, well, you're not usually you can, but my envision is try to find at least 50 plots and bring 50 families, you know.
Right, and
And
build
we
right.
all just have our community. Not that we're trying to isolate ourselves from the locals or whatever, because when you go into a new place, you need to have some type of security, okay? Until you acclimate yourself out into society. So everybody else is doing it, we can do it too. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. Tia says, "Count me in." Zoe
okay,
says, "I'm with it all." And then I have some more questions about it.
okay,
Zoe also says he's got to look into this. He's talking about I waste $2,500 on unnecessary stuff.
yes,
Yeah, when you think about the cost of what you're saying for land, I mean,
yes,
we sneeze that out every month, every
right,
sometimes in a week's time,
yeah,
depending on what
yeah,
you're doing and the way you
yeah.
live. Yeah. So,
And yes. Go ahead.
Definitely. But I do have a question from Too New for Me, so it seems. Nunu. She says, do they have electric and water?
Yes, yes. That depending on where you are, but yes, they do have water. They do have electricity. Ghana, Africa, Africa in general is nothing like, guys, what we have been taught. Most people think that you got lions, bears, and tigers, everything just jumping out the woods and eating you up. They think that you
Right.
just got hot belly babies just walking around with flies all in their face. That's not so. That's not so at all. Now, are there really poor areas? Yes, there are very poor areas for sure, no doubt about it. But are there very um, luxurious places? Absolutely, it is. The area where we're going, you get a where I am, you have a mixture of both. You have where the diasporians where we're building, of course, it's going to look really nice because that's where we're all building nice new homes, right? So do you pass by people that are living in villages and huts and different things like that? Yes, you will see that as well. You will see that as well. But I look at that as a good thing. When we go, we're not going to be like our colonizers. We're going to help lift people up. When we come there and we're building, the locals are the ones who are building. Therefore, now they have money to send their children to school. Now they have money to build their own home. So we're helping the economy as well, for sure. Sure.
Absolutely. I saw where you had the donations going on the previous channels for school supplies and things that they needed, and you were promoting that. So absolutely,
Yeah.
I that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great thing because again, we're coming over into they come to the United. A lot of times they're coming over here so they can
Mhm.
have more. But if we're going there and we have more than them who live over there, then
Right.
why not lift them up, right? So
Right. Right. We
definitely.
will. Our presence will lift them up. It will help. Like I say, we're giving the men the jobs. Even the ladies, sometimes they carry water to the work site, so they are able to make money as well. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, like I say, to trade off the so-called luxury we have here and go and build my home and actually be able to just be at peace, it's an easy trade-off for me, guys. So, of course, we're going to be leaving behind a lot of convenience that we're used to, but that's where you come into play with your ingenuity. Those conveniences that we're leaving behind, that nail salon, that exercise facility, that juice bar, you can build it over there. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Now, Tia asks, do you pay your utilities up front?
That I'm not sure about. But I think you pay by usage, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I don't know if you pay your utilities up front. Because like I say, as far as if I go, I would probably for the first couple of months or first month or so, maybe just have a hotel. And then I plan by that time to have my storage building turned into a room and that I'm gonna be living on my property. I'm not gonna pay, um I'm not going to try to rent out for a year because that 2,000 or whatever dollars, that's money I can buy cement and continue my bill. And my home is a little small home in a Ajetum, so it's not. But you do have electric, you do have water, um, or you can build a borehole on your site, and you know, you have a pump that pumps your water to your home.
Okay. Okay. And then Zoe says he's gonna discuss this with his family. Let's go, Zoe. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
like
go.
I say, believe
Uh,
me, I'm going, guys. You know, what's that Bible scripture that I should go and prepare a place for us? I am going.
well,
I'm going, guys. I'm
well,
going.
I know
I'm
you are.
going.
I know you are. It's so wonderful. This is exciting because Nunu says that. She says it's so exciting. She's like, it sounds so exciting. It
Yeah.
is. It really is. Is there property taxes? Tia says, what about property taxes?
Nothing like in the United States. You do have a small sum then that's it within that's included in your indentures. But let me tell you about the land. The land is called it's like what you call leasing the land. If you are American, it's a leasehold for 50 years. Okay, that doesn't mean that you lose your land and lose your house. That means in 50 years, your child has got to go up there to where your land is registered and say, "I'm now the owner of this land." So that's something that you have to always, be mindful of. Um, but it's nothing like in the United States where we have to pay all of these property taxes. No, nothing like that at all.
Woo!
Uh, Nothing.
It
I
already
think I
sounds
think that we
wonderful.
had to pay was like $100, um, if that much. So maybe $200, for two plots of land, and that's it for the next 50 years.
Wow.
So
Rooted in Essential Oil says, have you been out of the USA before? And if so, where?
okay, yes, I have. I've gone to the Bahamas. That's that's it. But I have not gone to. I've never gone to Africa.
Never gone to Africa. Okay.
Never to Africa.
All right. And then Zoe says, what will you miss here?
Nothing. My pond. I'm just telling y'all guys. That's truly. I just won't. You know. Um, Because first of all, I'm at home. Okay, I'm at home. So all of the modern conveniences and the restaurants and stuff, I don't go those places anyways. I'm out here, 45 miles away from the nearest restaurant, real nice restaurant up in, you know, or whatever. We have you have a couple of country little restaurants, but so nothing, guys. Absolutely nothing.
Wow. So that kind of answers Rooted's question. Rooted in Essential Oil says, are there any stores nearby your home in Ghana? It don't sound like you care if it's any near your home.
Well, you can go to Cape Coast. If you go down about 25 miles, that you all have heard about the Cape Coast dungeons, Cape Coast Castle, but we call it a Cape Coast dungeon. That's where the last slaves went to and all of that. So you have nearby cities where you can go and actually experience modern, buy your grocery, buy your home decor. So yeah, you can definitely. There are no more than 20-25 minutes away. You can go to get those modern conveniences that we are used to in the United States. And also, you all have seen on my videos. I didn't try to hide it. The roads are not paved in certain areas. They don't put money on paving the road. Okay, but so but again, you saw where I live here. You see how the dirt roads that I have
Mhm.
and drive on, so I'm used to that.
Yeah, it's
That's
not going to be that different for you. Exactly.
it.
I
It's
mean, it
not gonna
definitely would be an adjustment for someone coming straight out of
the
straight
United
city life. Yeah, just city life altogether. You
States.
know,
Right,
yeah,
right.
because some
So
people live in U.S., but they have rural areas where they live out from, and they have dirt roads like you and
right.
things like that. Yeah.
So I mean, you have the pros and cons. Do you want to be killed or worry about all these killings, or do you want to go and look at dirt roads and ain't no killings happening? Ain't no police brutality. You're not. You go to the bank,
Just
you're
a
not going to
peace
be
of mind.
discriminated.
Just a peace of mind. Just a
Yeah,
peace of
you go to
mind.
the bank, you're not going to be discriminated because of the color of your skin. You're just another black person in there to get a loan. So, I
Yeah.
mean, just have to
You're gonna have to weigh your options.
weigh
Um,
pros and cons.
Rooted says, Rooted in Essential Oil says, will you have a vehicle when you get to Ghana?
When I get there, no, not initially. I'm going to just have a driver. You can always hire a driver. Now, what the price is, I don't know. But basically like a Uber or a taxi on, to go back and forth. But I do plan once I get there, um, have my vehicle shipped. I do that is have my vehicle shipped and barrels shipped and all of that. But I have to first get over there to get as far as how long I'm going to be in the country because I'm going in as a tourist. Number one, I'm going in as a tourist, and then I'll go and get my visa changed over and let them know where my address is, where my houses are, and why I want to have my visa extended, and there, so forth and so on. So I don't want to get there and then don't get things worked out, and then they say, oh no, you still have to go in 30 days, and then I have my stuff still coming over. No, I need to go and get all of that in order first, and then work
Mm.
on. But yeah, I definitely will have my own vehicle. I'm just used to that, and I'm not afraid of driving. Those people drive crazy. I have seen it, but I think I
Yeah.
can hang with it. I can hang with it, but woo,
They
they
don't. It's not a structured. It's not structured
it
there
doesn't
because
it doesn't.
when I went to Egypt, the
Yeah,
horse and buggies, the motorcycles, the cars, they were all on the road at the same time in the same place, and they were just all over the place.
all
Some
over
was
the.
coming across like this, they were going like this, and it just if you missed them, you missed them. You didn't. And I had a question, right? So I was like, well, what about insurance?
Yeah.
It was like, we don't have insurance. Like, what? They're like, they don't do insurance. I'm like, what do you mean you
Yeah,
don't do
but
insurance?
I have checked into that. You can get a like our insurance here. Our insurance is like a house payment. It's 400 and some dollars a month. You can get insurance in Ghana for that amount for the whole year. Now, so that alone is okay with me. You hear me?
Right.
Golly.
I know. That is so crazy. Ruta has another question. Do you speak any other language? And what is the native language of Ghana? In Ghana?
Well, in Ghana they speak Tweet, but I'm learning, guys. What I have been doing is just looking at on the looking at videos, learning. So I'm trying. I would not I would not butcher any language right now in front of anybody, but yes, behind the scenes, because I think that's only right to try to learn. Will I ever become fluent? I don't know, but I love to hear the language. The lady that I look at on YouTube, I'm trying. That's all I can say.
I know
I'm
that's
trying
right.
to learn
And,
behind the
and
scenes.
it'll be easier when you get there started to interact with people who are willing to kind of give you a little help with that too. So um,
And they, yes, you can go and find places to learn the language and everything too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And uh, creative living with Amisha says, good to know, good information. She also says, might be packing tomorrow.
Now you all have to visit Creative Living with Amisha. She's always on it, guys, about trying to tell us and how affordable housing. So that's what I want to do over there, Creative Living with Amisha, is try to get over there, get us with some affordable housing over there. A lot of our
Absolutely.
people now they go and they build big houses, guys, big, big, big. And that's okay, if that's their business, right? That's okay for them. But I just want us who want to just kind of live comfortable and not have that big 75, $80,000 house bill that's going to take us 10 years to pay that amount off. Can we do something a little bit more affordable where we can get there a little sooner?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Homebody
Yeah.
Trish says, she had a two-parter because I missed her statement earlier. She said, that's a big move to have
Yeah.
never visited and planning the move. That's both exciting and scary. Is it scary for you? That's my part of her question. Is it scary for you?
Not at all. Not at
Part of her
all.
statement, I should say. Okay. All
Right.
right.
Not at all. Like I tell you, or maybe I don't know if I've said it to you, but I know I've said it to others. America feels like I'm visiting here. Ghana feels like home. I feel like I'm just a visitor here in America. And I've been here, born and raised here 53 years, but I'm just a visitor here. That's my mindset. That's how I feel. And I'm ready to go home. So
Oh, I love it. I love it. Chef Hit Dice says, I might have to move out that way. Chef, I ain't forgot about you. You still ain't responded to me, but this is not that day. All right. So also Zoe has a question on here.
okay.
And then Homebody Trish says she's packing now.
Okay. Okay. And mind
Yeah,
you,
we got everybody wanting to go.
I am a person of my word. When I tell you guys when you want to come, don't worry about no hotel. You got a home when you come. You got your hotel when you come where I am, okay? Don't worry about that hotel stuff. No, 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 no. No, no,
That's
no,
what
no,
I
no.
said. So also Homebody Trish had said earlier, hold on. Oh, she says she's looking forward to that August and September content. She
Yeah,
can't wait.
yes, yes, yes.
Yep, yep.
Guys, and I'm telling you, I'm trying to push it even sooner than that, but we're gonna just say August. But don't be surprised if sisters if I'm there a little sooner, but that's okay. August is end of August is
It's
the
a
game.
beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm so serious. I'm so excited with you. I'm with you. Like, whew, girl. Because I just know the peace behind that. I mean, if
Hmm.
I always talk about how this world we live in here is so um
It's hard.
it's hard, but it's so
Grinding all the time.
yeah, and
Grind.
it is, but it's so made up. It's not real life. We
Yeah.
really want to say we always talk about how we live life, but you're not living life. You're not. If you're here and you're doing this every day, back and forth, hustle, bustle, going, doing everything is a structure, gotta go, 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 go. You're not living life because when are you ever enjoying anything that is happening to you?
That's
Right?
right.
No, you're not. You're just
Because
constantly doing what you quote unquote say you have to do. And then you want to say things like, well, you want to turn it around to make it into a positive and say, these are things that I get to do, but those are things that you get to do, but that you really don't want to do. You get what I mean? Like you still don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I definitely don't want to go to the plantation every day. So
we
I'm just
attribute it to we're doing exactly um from the very beginning of our when we were brought here, we're doing exactly how it was designed for us to do, to just
mm-hmm.
be workhorses, to
Yeah.
absolute workhorses. Now, have we gotten something out of being a workhorse? Yeah, we have cars, we have houses, but we
That's
still have to
nothing.
be workhorses just to maintain that stuff, just to maintain that
That
stuff.
material things have become very minimal to me. I lived a life where I thought that I had to have these things. My kids, I needed my kids to have this. I wanted them to see how it was, and I wanted them to be able to do this. And like, all we're doing is recreating the cycle.
And we're recreating a cycle for them to continue the cycle.
Right.
Now
To
I'm ready
struggle. To
to,
struggle to do the things that we were doing that we were struggling to do for them.
and
We're
they're
teaching
going
them
to do
to
it for their
struggle.
children. Yes, yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy. All right. So Zoe says you may have answered this question already. She has not, Zoe. Um, how does your husband feel about the move?
He's okay. He's okay with it. He doesn't want to live there permanently, you know. But he's okay with me because he knows that this is what I need for me. The you know,
That's
um
wonderful.
I put it like this, guys. As much as I love my husband, but if he brought some divorce papers, say sign these divorce papers, um, or don't go to Ghana. If you go to Ghana, sign these divorce papers. I, I'm gonna take the pen and sign the divorce papers. That's how serious I am about my calling to go to Ghana. Now I love my husband, and we're not gonna get a divorce or anything like that. But it doesn't matter if the kids. This is my journey. This is my journey. So in my calling, and this
Right.
is what I have to go for. I'm 53 years old, guys. I just can't, I just can't keep continue here. No, I just can't. I wish he would sell everything and let's just go and just, but some people like to just stay back and hold on. And
And some
that's
people
them.
not down with the change either. Like, I mean, not no changes like that. Like
Yeah.
that's major change, and you've been one way all your life. And actually, and typically, women will move and jump ship
Hmm.
before the man will, right? The man is kind of calculated in it, like,
Well, like I say, my marriage is still going to be intact. We have certain rules about in our marriage. Like I don't have male friends per se. Like there would never be a male friend that can just come sit in my living room and we hit it up and chat it up. No, if that male friend, if he's not coming with his wife, he can't just come there. Coming with his husband, he cannot come there. We're gonna still have the same respect that how we run our home here. I'm gonna show him the same respect when I'm over in Ghana, and that's just to keep down junk, because that neighbor don't know. Only thing that neighbor knows, they saw a man go in your house and your husband ain't there, right? So we don't keep down like that.
I know that's
So
right.
he knows that I'm gonna still run things the same way as he would run it, you know.
Yeah.
But I just know that once I get over there and make everything comfortable, and he's gonna come. He's going to come.
All right. Build it and they shall come. All
Yeah.
right. So Honey Lover Friend says, what do you think about shipping container builds?
I think that's wonderful. A lot of people are doing the shipping container bills, and there are people who can do that construction for you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do you know what she's talking about, Queen?
No, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay, I call them. You know how these the train. You know how you see the when the train go by, and those are actually shipping containers. Um, those metal containers, they're boxes, and people actually make homes out of that.
Oh.
Yeah. So
What
yeah,
about like windows and things like
yeah,
that? They
they
cut them
cut
in.
out those, and they look beautiful, and they're sturdy. That metal building ain't going nowhere. So
Right.
yeah, yeah, that's there are people who build shipping container homes there, sweetie. Yep.
Okay, that's great information. Creative living with Amisha. This is very funny. She might go earlier, huh? She said, I got my suitcase like Celie on the Curl It Purple. This might be my message.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sis, you are so sweet. Yes, yes,
She was
yes.
wild playing. She was like, "Oh no, you ain't leaving me, sugar. I'm going with you."
That's right. Wow.
You gonna be Suge, and everybody gonna have their suitcases talking about,
Yeah,
here I
y'all keep
come.
on. Believe me, that is the plan, guys. That is the absolute plan. Just give me time to get over there and scope stuff out for us. And you're gonna be like, what, you gonna build another house? Yes, I am. Wherever our community is, I'm building another one bedroom hut or whatever right there. I mean, y'all ain't gonna be in the community and I ain't there now. That defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Homebody just says that's the scary part, the unknown. I definitely know that the unknown can be scary, but I just want to tap in. I know that's your for you, but I wanted to say this one thing because we can allow fear to run our life and run
Yeah.
you right up out of something.
Mm.
Or you can choose to conquer that fear and then have an experience of your lifetime. My reason I'm saying this to you right now, I just told y'all, I talk a lot about my trip to Egypt, but I don't talk about it enough, actually. But when I took that trip to Egypt, I went by myself with a group of people I had never, ever in my life met.
Right.
Never met. It could have been a scam, just like you said. It could have been a scam. I could have got there and they hooked me up and put me in somewhere and took me off somewhere. Could have,
Yeah.
but it
Didn't
didn't
happen.
happen.
Didn't happen.
And I never even had the thought that it would. But
Right.
when you share your vision, others will impact their fear and project it upon you. So you have to be careful how you share it and keep your energy intact and keep your walls built around your vision for you, for your protection. I'm just letting you know that so that you know. But don't let fear, that's for you, homebody Trish. Do not let fear get you in a place where you don't make no moves.
Right.
Don't let don't. I
Can't
know it
see
sounds
it.
scary, and I know we live in a world where things is just all up and down. But if we don't take a chance, what we gonna do? We gonna live. I mean, I don't know. I'm a seasoned person myself. I never disclose my age because honestly, I don't know how old I am because I stopped counting about a few years ago, about 4-5 years ago. So it'll take me a minute to calculate it, and I'm not being funny, but
Yeah.
I am somewhere probably close to what you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you probably knocking on the same doors. But what I'm saying is, I've been lived on this earth way too long to not allow not to be able to do something like what you're doing right now.
Interest. Yeah, yeah,
Just do it.
yeah.
Quit hesitating. Just do it. You got the money. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My sister Tia, she'll tell you in a minute. Oh my God. Soon as she might come up with an idea, and I'll be like, okay, let's go. I got some money.
Yeah,
And she'll be like, but wait a minute. I need to see where we gonna stay. I said, we worry about that later. Let's put some money on it right now. Let's do it right now. You know, that's how I am. I'm that person. So for sure. I'm so happy for you. But you can address that with Trish if you want. She says unknown is
like
the
I told you, sis, I have no fear whatsoever. Like I tell you, I'm here visiting in the United States, and I'm just ready to go home. I'm ready to go home.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
And
Chef Hit Dice say he gonna be the cook in Ghana.
yes, what did I tell you? Chef Hit Dice has that soul food restaurant.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what, Chef? You didn't see. You know what? I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna post it on the community. What you put there. So now that everybody knows, you know, the whole picture. Now that they know this, I'm gonna post what you put on my because you did say that. You said he gonna have a soul food restaurant. You sure did.
That's right. That's right. Well, we are going over there. People are going there by the masses. And let me tell you all something, guys. They got the Koreans, the Indians, the Chinese, every other race is over there in Ghana thriving. And here we are back here, don't even know that. You know, here we are back here thinking that, you know, the baby's pot belly with flies. And these people over here, they already know that they are on a golden continent. The biggest kept secret from us.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is, because we think what we were told, like you said, the little pot belly babies with the flies flying all around them. I remember the commercials back in the day. I used to always think that's what Africa looked like.
Yeah,
like little sand dusted huts. You couldn't have paid me. The stuff I done seen in people, you know, even on YouTube or wherever, they're showing where they live, and I'm like, that's in Africa?
Yes, and there's still areas like that because that's all people can afford. You know, that's all they can do. But there's other areas, you know, that's not like that, you know. So I say we go and we help those people out. We help them out, you know. Because believe me, you say, well, what you mean help them out? The folks that own all of these companies that we work at, we're helping them out. Every day we clock in, they giving us a little something, but believe me, we are helping them out a lot more than they're helping us.
Right. They paying us for our time. And if we're going to go somewhere, we're going to have a peace of mind.
Yeah.
We'll have way more time, and we won't mind investing that in however it is, whether it's the currency of a physical dollar or it's our currency of our talent that we have as an individual person. You get what I mean? So either way, you know, I'm with it. I'm down with it. All right. And then let's see. Chef said that. And then let's see, what did this say? Honey just says here, this is just great words. She says, that's why this YouTube thing is so much bigger than us. We build, we're building communities already.
Yeah.
Absolutely, sis. Absolutely, sis. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and then wellness with Frugal Mama. Now, this is a good point right here. She says, I didn't even think we were wanted over there.
Oh.
You've heard this before. I mean, I've heard this before.
Yes. There is a very big misconception that they don't want us over there. I think that if we're having real conversation, that there may be some who see us. They see us as cash cows. That's what I've been hearing from other people who are there. They see us as being rich, and then therefore they do try to take advantage of that. But that's when you have to, you know, kind of learn what you should pay for something. But for the most part, I have been hearing and seeing other brothers and everyone, sisters who are saying, no, you are welcome here. We want you here. They know that we are coming there and we are helping them. So there are more people who want us there and who will welcome us there than not, you know. But at the same time, we have a group of people here in the United States who do not want us here. The climate is quite high, and so again, I think there are more people who don't want us here in the United States than in Ghana, Africa. From everything, my entire experience so far has been nothing but warm and welcoming, guys. I have not sensed any type of distress or any type of "you're not wanted here." But do I think that there may be some people who may be jealous? Yeah, because you have some people who live a very humble life. You know what I mean? But like you described, the huts and they will never have, because of the economy, they would never be able to build like we are building. But again, we have American currency, and therefore we are able to build over there. But I don't see anything, people doing any harm to folks or anything like that, to the ones that are coming over there. You know.
That you right. Because I just always heard that like that was a thing. Like we as a people, they didn't like us because they thought that we were wasteful and like you said, cash cows and things like that. That's what I heard. I did hear that as well. So when she said that, I was like, that's a good thing to look at because that's not what you're getting at all.
That's not what I'm getting at all.
Right.
And then the area where we are building, this area, and they still have local laws where they have the chief and the elders. This is how that tribal. If you have an issue, you go talk to your chief, and the elders come together, and then they work out that issue. But where we are in the land that where we're building at is land that they've set aside for us. So there's no issue. They want us to come there and build because they realize what it does for their economy. But like when I get over there, let's say something go down, I have to go through. I don't just run to the police or anything. I go talk to the chief, and he's going to get with the elders, and they're going to make a decision, and they're going to hand out their justice. So
So it's handled within.
within, yes,
Right. It's not like we taking our business like we do now. We take our business of our
to the
community
courts
to
and all of that.
to
Yeah,
the right to
yeah.
some outside.
I love that. I love that part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Let's see. I don't know what she meant to say. You can see here. There's nothing else in there, but the chat has been on fire for you. I want to thank the chat for being so active and asking all these questions, and actually keeping her in her comfort zone because she sounds like she loves to talk about Ghana because she said that's where she's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And I really truly believe
Thank
that
you.
that's where
Thank
she's
you.
supposed to be
And
for sure.
thank them, Queen, for receiving it in the way that is meant. It's not meant to be braggadocious or anything like that. I just have so much bubble and joy, and I just want to share it with everybody. But like I say, I need to contain myself, get there, and be an example, and that's what I intend to do. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm going to say because we have definitely exceeded our time. I didn't ask all my questions, but this was way better, way better. Oh no, I didn't hit 20. They helped me with the 22 questions for sure.
Okay then.
However, because I'm coming to an end, um, if you have any other questions, make sure you drop them right now. We're going to get her to answer those. But while she's finishing up here, I want you to give me something that, if you could tell me if there's anything else that you want to add, or you want to say before we wrap up here today.
Just know that I always tell you all, guys, I'm a vision. I have a vision. I have a vision of going forth and finding out some things for you all, and seeing how I can better assist getting everybody who wants to come over there. So just stay tuned, continue to follow my journey. I'm so thankful for Queen because, like I say, we all need that counterpart. I come off probably a little brash or whatever, I don't know, but to me, Queen is the type that she can break it down and people kind of relate to her. So I'm going to be bouncing ideas off of her, and hopefully she can be able to bring them forth to you all in a way that you all will receive them. But just I always say, this is my notebook paper. I told y'all about it. It says the best is yet to come. This is what I wake up to and I read every day. It's just a plain little scribble scrabble piece of paper. But honey, this is what I live by. The best is yet to come. So you guys just wait it out. Just wait it out. Because I'm gonna go forth and I'm going to do my own investigation and see if we can't get this community up and going. And like I say, it's not gonna be that we go over there and try to, just do our own thing and not mingle with the locals. No, we want to know our cultures. I want to know how my ancestors lived. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We're definitely
And
gonna
I
learn some
want
things
to
while
be
we're
a
over there.
gateway. I want to be a gateway. I want you all to say, well, I know she was in Georgia. She told us she was in a town called Richland, Georgia. So, and now we see her over in Ghana. So we know this is not a scam. We know that this is true. So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. The best is yet to come. And peace and love, Stephanie. Welcome to the live. Everybody that's tapping into the live right now. We're just finishing up an interview with Fatima, my sister. And you can find her at Ghana Africa Bound. And please go over to her channel, check her out. And if you interested, I know y'all probably gonna tap in now. All those that's really interested in that Ghana build. Definitely. Right now, her channel is being used as a YouTube supporter for other YouTube creators, which is actually beneficial for you as well. In my mind, it is, because while you're waiting for this August, September, that might be before that. While you're waiting for that, you can actually, benefit from, growth, because she is actually promoting growth. I've grown quite a bit. Majority of you in this chat right here, I'm associated with because of her. So I definitely appreciate you, my sister, more than you know. More than you know. I couldn't say it more. I couldn't say it more, right? And so as we bring this to a close, and you got people saying they want to support you. As we bring this to a close, I'm going to be doing this. I'm available. Open up schedules. Schedules are open for you to come and join me. Get on the platform just like her, and we can talk it up. People can get to know you. A lot of people didn't know what they know today about Fatima, and now you can actually look at her content in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can not see somebody, not understand them, or not get them, but now you have an insight. And when you watching her stuff, now you're going to be like, oh, that's my girl. Yeah, okay.
Yes. I definitely needed this. I hope that it does make people understand me a little bit more. I'm about being the teamwork right now. Like I say, the format that my channel is now is not the format that it will be in the future.
Absolutely.
In the future, it's gonna be all about Ghana, because I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be able to post and share great visions, beautiful visions. I just hope that you all just hang on a little bit longer, and we're gonna all I always say, keep our nose clean, and we're going to live right, do right, and we're going to all make it there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. Peace and love to the chat. Peace and love to you, Fatima. And I want to thank everybody for joining. Make sure you join me back here right now on the platform coming up. I'll release the dates as they come, but I do have Rooted in Essential Oils will be on the platform coming soon. I also have some other people. Amisha, Creative Living, will be on the platform coming soon, as well as Trish, Homebody Trish. So look at that. We got some people coming up the pipeline. We're going to learn some things about these people that will help us be able to appreciate them more than we already do. Because I appreciate everybody's content as it is. So this is going to be awesome. And I do appreciate it again. And everybody have a beautiful and wonderful night wherever you are. And peace and love.
Love. Thank you all so much.
Peace and love.